Well, everyone, welcome back. Where do I even begin? Firstly, what are those gloves? Those gloves, wow, they are mental. It's been a long time, guys. Now, you're going to notice I'm just going to play, I'm going to talk about what's going on, all that sort of stuff. I'm so far behind. Let me just quickly show you where I'm at seasons-wise. I'm on like level 16. Currently, this I think is what, the third week manhunt. Yeah, financial district. So we're gonna head on over and start this up. I'm playing on normal difficulty. It is what it is. These missions and stuff for me now are just want to get through them and get the story. If that makes sense. There's no real challenge anymore, and certainly, well, it's not that there's any challenge anymore. It's just I've played this game for so long and done this stuff so many times that. I don't see the point in trying to do this stuff on a road. Where is this manhunt? It'll be in New York when it. Why? I don't know why I'm so far behind. It's unreal. But anyway, guys, it's nice to be back. It's been, as I said, it's been a very long time. I think the last time I uploaded was maybe a couple of months ago. Positioning Q. Okay. And I really haven't even fired this game up in that time. As you've seen, I'm level 16. I think when the season came out, then I played a little bit, and then I kind of dipped off again. And I've got a bit of a confession to make. It's not so much because I haven't had the time. That is, I would say, the main reason. But I spent a ton of time on Palworld. That's my confession. When that came out, it's one of the only games where I don't buy games very much, but it was a cheap price point. I've always been a huge fan of Pokemon, certainly when I was a young kid and stuff. And it's Pokemon with guns, so it kind of had a mixture of all the stuff that I like. By the way, guys, I don't even know what build I'm using. There's probably something bad. I'm pretty sure they've done some with the pulse on. I don't know, on the laser, but I'm not sure. I'm so far behind it. It's unreal. But yeah, so I played Palworld quite a bit. A lot, actually. I was playing that at least 2 hours a day for a couple of weeks. Yeah, really enjoyed that, actually, but it's just, at the moment, it's just kind of dead because, I've kind of just gone through all the content at this point. I'm just waiting for an update on that. And, yeah, I've dipped into this now and then just to do the manhunt targets on a Tuesday when it's around, but aside from that, guys, I've really not played. I don't know, and it's not just not played, I've not even kept up with what's going on in the game, at all. So I've got no idea what is going on. I know there was maybe some live streams recently, possibly. I think I saw Rogue Gold he's just pumping out content, and he clearly is the man to go to at this point in respect of anything, especially news related with this game. Then he's your guy, because he's obviously doing a great job of that stuff. And I've tried to watch some of his videos just to kind of get up to date, but I'm just so far behind. It's like I start and then I don't finish, and then a couple of days later I come back and then there's a new video with something else that's new, and it's like, oh no. So I do need to do that at some point, but I thought it would just be best just to jump on here, guys, whilst I'm doing this new manhunt, and just have a quick chat, really, just to let you know I'm still around. Still gaming, sort of. The thing is, I'm not gaming like I used to, right? I don't have the time anymore. Things have changed in my life where I'm unable to do that stuff. Certainly not to the same extent I was before. Could I dedicate 2 hours a night to gaming? I probably could, if the game is there. Now, I don't think the Division 2 for me at this stage is there for me to just start making tons of content and playing this game a lot. It's just not. When they do the seasons revamp, season 2.0, then maybe, because that might, freshen stuff up for me. But for me at this point, seasons are just the way they have been for a long time now. Nothing new about it. The only thing that's changed is the story, and yeah, the story is good. I think the story is really good, better than it's probably ever been, actually, I would say. And I do enjoy the lore, I do. And it's the reason why I actually still do these manhunts, is for the lore. Otherwise I just wouldn't do them, I'll be honest, I wouldn't. I still think the lore's really good, and I still want to be somewhat informed on where the story is at, especially with the announcement of the Division 3. Because, you know, depending on when that comes out, it may be that I then have plenty of time to then invest into the game. I don't know, though. We'll have to wait and see about that, I guess. So, yeah, the lore still keeps me coming back, but the actual game and the seasons and all of that sort of stuff, yeah, for me, it's not really doing it anymore. So, I am going to start making... I do want to make more content on this game and carry on, not from where I left off, because certainly not at this moment in time am I going to be able to do 3 videos a week. It's probably not going to happen. I just don't have enough. I just don't think there's enough in the game to do that for me personally. But I might be able to do 1 a week, possibly. I do want to talk about Seasons 2.0. I think that's an important topic, and important to me because I think that could be a changing point for me with this game. If they do it properly, of course. And there is a lot of new stuff in the game, and it feels a lot, you know, there's a lot more new content, and it feels fresh again. For me, the game hasn't felt fresh for a long time, and for a long time I was able to kind of just ignore it in many ways because there was other stuff going on and I could make content, and more than anything I had the time to consider what content I should make. I don't really have the time to even consider that anymore, so for me it needs to kind of jump out a little bit for me to do it, and it hasn't done that for a while, just because for me the content's not really there. But I do want to check out the live stream. I think there was a live stream recently, or maybe even a couple, possibly. I do want to check that out. I need to check out some other creators and what they're doing with the game, just to see where we're at. I need some kind of like... Rogue Gold, if you watch this video, can you just make like... can you just make like a video of what's happened in the last 6 months? Just for me? That would be great. I don't expect it. That's never going to happen, but that's kind of what I need. I kind of need a... This is where you left off, and this is where the game is currently. Because I'm so far behind, guys. I really, really am. And I'm sorry about that. You know, I know a lot of you guys stuck around with me for a long time, and that is great. But I can only do as much as is humanly possible, and it's just not been possible to do more than what I've been doing, which has basically been nothing. I haven't done a video for like 3 months. I don't think it's been a very long time. I think I checked out my YouTube studio the other day and I was like, oh my god, it's been 3 months. And don't get me wrong, I haven't missed it as well. I really haven't missed playing the Division 2. Probably because I'm just so preoccupied with my life, you know, with my daughter and a new job, and you know, there's a lot of other stuff for me which is more important than gaming. You know, real life stuff. And I love gaming, but you know, it's got its place, and to me, it's third in line. You know, there's my family in general, which is obviously first. Then I've got my full-time job, a job I actually really like. I'm one of the very few people that's lucky enough to have a job they really enjoy in insurance, which is for a lot of people that's like, what are you? How crazy is that? I know, but for me, I actually really enjoy it. So that kind of comes second in my career in that respect, and then you've got YouTube. So I've got to put all that other stuff first, and I've just not been able to even consider doing YouTube content for months. So I was actually driving home today, and I thought, you know what, let's just make a video. It's going to be a complete ramble. It's going to be about nothing. People might not enjoy it. They might enjoy it. I don't. You know, it doesn't really matter. Oh, the other thing that I wanted to mention is I realised in the last couple of months that when I was making YouTube videos for a long period of time, I kind of was just making them for the sake of it. Not because I really had anything to say or really was interested in the topic that I was covering or whatever it might be, but just because I felt like I owed people content. And in some ways I still feel like that, but I've decided that I'm not just going to make content for the sake of it anymore, really. I really want to focus on content that I just want to make. And that may see me branching away from the Division 2 at some point. It may not, though. And I say that because I almost made a video about Palworld just because I was enjoying the game so much, but I decided against it because the thing is, when you start making content for a game, if you really invest in it, it's, for me personally, I find it really hard to separate making content from feeling like a job. To me, it feels very similar. And the problem with that is because it feels like a job, and because I work full time, I feel like I finish work, come home from work and then do more work. And that is not a feeling that I want. I don't want that feeling. I want to come home, relax and make content. So I need to find a way of actually trying to figure out how I make content and it not feel that way. Because I feel like that's another reason why I stopped making content for so long as well. It's because I just wanted to chill. I didn't want to be doing something that felt like a job to me. Anyway guys, I've rambled on for way too long. I'm playing on normal mode, as I said, because I just don't. This, to me, what I'm doing right now is what I've been doing for years, and it's just a means to an end, essentially, and I want to get through this as quick as possible. And I guarantee you guys, I'm not the only person that does this at all. I bet so many people do this. They just want to get to the content, they want to get to the lore. That's all I really care about at this point. I've got no interest at this moment in time in combat in this game. Oh, one other thing before I go. PvP. I do want to check it out. I've read quite a lot about PvP recently. I say I've read a lot. I've not. That's a lie. I've seen a lot. Twitter, wherever it might be. I've seen a lot of people talking about PvP in the Division 2, surprisingly. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I've not really paid attention to the actual content itself. I've just heard a lot about it. So I want to check that out and see if it's any good. Problem I've got is I'm not good at PvP in the Division 2 at all. I was actually pretty good in Division 1, and I played it a lot. Division 2, I'm shocking. I've got no idea what builds are good, what builds are bad. I'm almost definitely going to be looking at someone's build video here on YouTube, not going to lie, because I just don't have the time to be making my own build. I just want to get a good build, or a decent build, go in there, try it out, and see if it feels any different. It might not, but it may well do, and that might be why everyone... the comments that I've seen that people are talking about it so much. Maybe it's just a better experience now. I don't know how I get out there. I can't remember how. I'm going to end the video here, guys. Thanks for watching. Epic out.